How you doing, everybody? This is James. I'm back again with more chaotic questions and more chaotic answers. But this video is going to be a little bit shorter than the other ones. As you can see, I'm out here fishing. Well, at least I have my pole in the water. I don't know about fishing yet. So far, I haven't got one nibble. But today's question actually came from a neighbor. And it was, why are we so miserable in our lives? What he was noticing was that people have just about anything they want, but everybody seems miserable. And so when I started trying to answer this question, the first thing I thought of was it's not everyone that's miserable, but yes, there are many, many people out there that are miserable. And are you miserable? Are you one of those miserable people who has no clue of why you do the same things day in and day out, and why no matter what you do, you still feel miserable? If so, I'm going to try to answer those questions. When I began doing research on his question of his, the topics became huge. There were so many reasons that people in this world are miserable. It comes from finances, politics, people getting tied up in these politics and angry at each other and arguing back and forth, and that makes them miserable. Maybe the wrong religion for some people. Fear has a lot to do with being miserable in this world of ours. Comfort zones, our diets, our lifestyles, our habits, the internet, social media. Many things are out there that can make us miserable in our lives, and we don't even know what is actually making ourselves miserable. Our careers, dead-end jobs, our attitudes. Just a simple attitude change can make a huge difference. There are so many reasons out there. I realize that this is going to take much more than just one or two videos. It may take 3 videos. I'm not sure. But when it comes to being miserable, a lot of it has to do with attitude. Even fishing, for example. Fishing can be miserable if you allow it to become miserable. Which rod do I take? Which lures do I use? What am I going to fish for? Where am I going to go? What time of day am I going to go? Am I going to have time to go? I'm tangled up in the weeds. I'm tangled in a tree. It's like the fish broke my line, or the fish took my bait. There's so many ways to even get miserable at fishing. But if fishing is something you love to do, and it's making you angry, well, then there's something going on besides fishing. Fishing ain't what's causing me angry if you love to do that. Something else in your life is happening. And that's kind of what I want to get to the bottom of. It's what is causing so many of us to be miserable in our lives, even when it comes down to the hobbies that we love or once loved and don't love anymore. And we just get stuck in this little circle of misery. And so I would like to, thought I had about there, but I guess that ain't gonna happen tonight. But anyway, back to what I was saying is, we are miserable in our lives. Many, many people are. And there are so many different reasons and different ways to be miserable. So like I said, even fishing can make you miserable, but it's probably not fishing that's making you miserable. Maybe you have another hobby. Maybe your hobby is photography, or your hobby is art, or your hobby is making quilts, and you're getting frustrated at that hobby. It's probably because you're miserable in some other way. And that is what we're going to kind of go over in the next 2 or 3 videos after this one. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say on this video. I want to keep it short and sweet because we got some longer videos to come. Right now, I'm kind of grounding. I'm not letting any stress get to me. I'm out in nature. I can feel the air, the wind. I'm doing a little fishing. I'm doing something I enjoy, and kind of making myself not be miserable at the moment. And so that's kind of what I want to leave you with, is on that. But another reason that you might be miserable, because you haven't yet smashed that subscribe button, and you haven't hit that bell, and that takes a lot of stress away from you. Then you'll know you'll get these next videos that's coming up. Yeah, I know that was kind of really stupid, really. But I would like to leave you with a poem that I wrote about fishing and my love for fishing. And this is what I'll leave you with on it. It says, early in the morning, when the bass are jumping, you'll find me out here fishing, just as sure as my blood's a pumping. I didn't say it's a good poem, I just said it's a poem. Anyway, we'll see you next time. And again, remember to subscribe and get ready for a very big intake on what makes our lives miserable and how to fix it. You have a good night.